most fascinating things about human beings is that we are the only carbon-based life forms on planet Earth who have the capacity to think about their thoughts, to contemplate the nature of its existence and imbue it with the idea that it's supposed to have a specific purpose or a specific destiny. And as a byproduct, we experience these ups and downs, highs and lows, guilt and sorrow and joy and happiness that is stemming from attaching meaning to things via the sounds we make, which is truly phenomenal because it's hard not to observe that a lot of human beings in this world will find a way to imbue words with meaning that is attributing certain negative aspects towards themselves, towards their existence, towards what they're supposed to be, even though the words that they're using are merely subjective utterances that society and they themselves have agreed to having certain meanings. And this agreed upon understanding of words that was given to us throughout history causes us to feel sadness or happiness or joy, and just the very nature of how we participate in this existence is solely based upon agreed upon social constructs with our words, with our nonverbal cues. And the craziest thing is that if you grew up in cultures without certain words having certain meanings, or certain, nonverbal cues having certain nonverbal cues, it wouldn't actually register for you in that sense. It's like we've literally created these systems of guilt or happiness or meaning out of nothing. It's basically magic, and that's the beautiful thing, that our words genuinely are magic because they allow us to create something out of nothing. Now, the tricky part is, whether in school or in life, it's rare for us to learn how to use our words wisely. We lack impeccability with our speech. We lack intention behind the words we speak and the thoughts that we think in the language that we speak, which can be very damaging because when we fall into negative habits of speaking and thinking, and then we just find information to verify what we believe, then that becomes the cycle that we've created for ourselves and the world that we're living in. It's kind of like on Twitter or just any social media platform, how they have these algorithms that will ask you what you like and they'll feed you information that you like, and there'll be certain layers. So it's like if you're a Democrat or a Republican, they'll just say, oh, follow these representatives who agree with what you say. And they'll say some things that aren't too extreme, but then they'll feed you more algorithms for people who say more and more extreme things. And that's kind of how you go into these rabbit holes of conspiracy theories, or that ultimately lead to just an innate distrust of the opposing sides. And that's kind of what we experience with ourselves. We set up these systems that will guarantee that we further confirm what we already believe without actually exploring information that would say otherwise. So, when you're out there wandering around participating in the universe, just try to be curious. Move forward with the possibility that the thoughts you're saying have a certain degree of probability of having subconscious biases that are guiding the way that you see the world. And if you're experiencing an overwhelming amount of guilt because of it, that's also probably a byproduct of social cues and social recommendations of what is right and wrong. So, remember the rules that we participate by. So long as your actions and your words do not hate, harm, or hinder another, you should be good. But if they hate, harm, and hinder yourself, well then, you might not be in too good of a place. So thanks for tuning into my ramble. 5 minutes. What are you gonna do? Toodles.